Well, hey boy, howdy boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the build inside of the garage. I'm going to make a very short video and then I'm going to stack it with another one because we got another project on the horizon that I got to show you. So here's what's going on with this guy. I don't know if the light helps you see, but there's a lot of grain still showing on this thing. Deep grain. I don't hate that. But I do want to get the sides to where they're quite a bit more smooth. So I'm going to have to just continue putting oil on it until I can really sand it down to where it doesn't take finish off or get down into the stain itself. But the top of this thing has changed quite a bit. So let's take a look at it and see what we've got going now. I hope you're thrilled like I am. Let's put a light on it just for the fun of it. Anyways, guys, that's how the top looks now. It's not a perfect thing anymore like it was. Not that it was ever perfect, but it's a little bit tiny, road worn now. I tend to like that look. I know it's not for everybody, but I build these things for myself, and if other people like them or don't, that's okay. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to say I love you all for watching the videos. I'm going to make another video here in a couple minutes, and we'll see what's going on with that new thing. So I will see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. Well, all right, guys and dolls, I'm back. And I put on the appropriate attire for this next little part of this video I started with the guitar I'm working on over there. So since I was a young guy playing in bands in junior high and high school, I was a drummer at that point in time. And in the bands I was in, except for one, everybody played Fenders. They had different kinds of amps. Some of them had Fender amps, the other had silver tones and things like that. For the most part, it was all Fender stuff, you know, down there in Southern California. That's right where they were made. Anyways, guys, they had either Dualsonics, Mustangs, and one guy had a Strat. Everybody else had something different. But anyways, that was the majority, and I just fell in love with those things. I've always liked them, and I've built a number of Dualsonic style guitars that I enjoy, but I've never had a basic real one. So let's check out and see what came in this box yesterday. All right, let's see if we can get it out of here. Oh boy. Looks to me like it is a Squier Mustang. I think they call it a 60s vibe or something like that. Anyways, this is the only color you can get. You cannot get the white or the red. I wouldn't want the red one anyways. I like the white one. But right now, if you go to Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, Sweetwater, McQuaid, Lonesome McQuaid, or whatever it's called, any of these places will tell you, we only have this color and this model guitar by Squier. Now, you can go buy the $1,300, and I don't know what it is in Canada, Fender in a couple different colors. But, you know, because of my status as a musician and as an old dude, and I don't play out anymore, I didn't feel that I should have something that costs that much money when I'm not going to really use it on a daily or, you know, weekly basis or even a bi-monthly or a monthly basis. You know, I'm just not playing out. This is just something I'm going to have to fool around with in the garage. Maybe once in a while I'll do a jam session with my friends, but that's it. So that being said, here's what it looks like. Now, string height's pretty bad. It's obviously got an Indian Laurel very dry fretboard. It has obviously got the vintage style Kluson, I think they're called, tuners. And it's very, very glossy neck. And I think this is probably a polyurethane or maybe even a polyester finish. I'm not sure. I'm not worried about it. But, you know, the places where people always complain, It doesn't seem to have any cracks in the neck pocket. The neck pocket seems to be pretty good, if I can show that to you correctly. The frets, unbelievably to me, are every bit as good as when you go pick up one of those $2,000 or $3,000 Strats at the Guitar Center. Some of them don't have frets this nice. Not that this one's special, it just happens to be maybe one of the good ones. You know, they're not ball end stainless steel, and they're tall and narrow, which I don't love, but that's okay. I'm kind of used to them now. All these cheap guitars I buy, they almost all have tall, narrow frets. 2 single coil, they are Alnicos, and the cool 3-way switching. Now, some people don't care for some of the tones of these things because they're very, very nasally in a couple positions. But this thing actually has really good, you know, from what I've read and watched on the internet, pretty good sounds, and I remember it from the good old days. So anyways, guys, with that being said, let's get this whoever passed it thing off of there for now. And I think we should probably plug it in and listen to it real quick before I do anything else. So here's the first thing you're going to see. It's the arm is way up here, so that'll have to be addressed. And you can do that by putting heavier strings or changing this or that when you string it up. Now, just for J-Man's sake, because he's a great guy, and I don't know if he was actually making fun or whatever you want to call it, but when he was doing a guitar not too long ago for a guy that had one of these floating bridges like this, yes, Leo Fender actually made it and designed it to do that, to rock back and forth. Well, J-Man took and made it solid, and he said it worked just fine, and I bet it did. I don't know what he was thinking when he did that. I don't know if he thought that as the strings, you know, got looser, if this went down with, I don't know what that guy was thinking. He was a genius. Anyways, all those things will be addressed, but I think we should stick a strap on it real quick and just listen to it. And this will be, we'll fool around with this after I get that other guitar done. All right, let's just stick this thing on here real quick. And we'll see if we can get this thing to fire up. Hopefully it works. You never know these days. All right. Sitting up there like the jazz guys. Uh-oh, we lost our arm already, guys. We're armless. Let's start off on the neck pickup. It should, I don't know if it's a tune or not. We'll have to see. All right, let's turn that off, and let's just do just the bridge. Close to being in tune, guys. Give it a break, it's brand new. Now let's see what happens when we turn both pickups on. Normal, just what it would normally be. Pretty darn cool. So let's see what happens if we first take the neck pickup and put this switch all the way back. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Let's check it out. So that's the out of phase. Okay, let's see if we turn the back pickup off and see what it sounds like now with this in the back. Still the neck pickup. pretty thick, pretty darn good. So let's put him back in the middle so he's off. And let's take this one and put it at the back. All right, so that didn't sound too bad. Let's put it on the front again. It darkens it up just a little bit. So I'm not, I'm still confused about in phase, out of phase, single coil, not single coil, dual coil, but series, parallel. I still really don't know what all that means. I just know if it sounds good, it sounds good. So let's put both of them at the back. That doesn't sound too bad. So to me, this thing's got at least 6 usable sounds. And one that's kind of not so usable. But you put gain on an unusable sound sometimes. Sounds pretty good. But let's do that real quick. Just for the fun of it. Let's light this thing up a little bit and see if it squeals. Because that's going to be the big one. As you can see, I'm using my old pedal board. So let's start once again with the front pickup and the bridge off. Back one, the bridge on. Let's turn that reverb off there. Okay, let's try one of those weird positions. It's not too bad, guys. It's not squealing. So these pickups are probably potted at the very least over at the Squier factory. Now I've got one more pedal on here. I hope this isn't too long for you guys, but I got one more pedal. I love this pedal. It's an EHX hot wax. So let's see what happens when we turn on the first half of that pedal. Now let's use just the bridge. Just the front one on. First at the back of the slider position. Pretty darn meaty, guys. And you wondered why I wanted one of these. Not touching anything. All right. Let's stick this thing on there and see how bad that is. And let's turn on one more stage of gain, just because we can. And let's start once again on the normal bridge position. And the front or the neck pin off. Turn on just the neck pickup. Yeah, you got a little Allen kind of screw in here to hold this thing in. But what the heck? That's all the gain pedals on. And I'm thinking it's working pretty good. think that's enough noise for one day. So you can kind of see, quit tossing this thing around, you can kind of see that those guitars are pretty cool. And they, of course, are a 24-inch scale. You know, that one I had a while back that I got from the China guys, it was a 25.5-inch scale, or I might have kept it. But it just had too many issues. And this is, I gotta tell you, this is 1,000 times better than that thing was. But that's a difference in price. This was half, you know, that was $500 here in the States. And that thing I bought earlier was $200. So I really think it's $300 worth better. But then again, maybe I'm just fooling myself. Once again, guys, I love you all for watching the video. I hope that was kind of fun for you. We'll get into that after this other guitar is all fixed up and built. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what happens with that thing. You know, I'm really thrilled to have it, and, you know, this is it. No more for me. Even though I've got 3 more bodies and 3 more kits. Anyways, guys, I love y'all for watching the videos and putting up with my foolishness. Call unto me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things that you do not know already. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure when that'll be. We've still got out-of-town relatives in town living with us, sharing meals and having fun and packing up. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later in the next video. I hope this wasn't too boring for you, but I got kind of excited and figured, you know, I yanked it out of the box and said, you know, I'll just show it to them. They're my buddies. Love y'all. See you later. Bye-bye.